Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you the Rent-A-Serp WordPress theme that's coming out on June 9th, 2014. I'm going to do a demonstration of the theme install with as little commentary as possible, because really what I just want to do is show you how powerful this theme is and how easy it is to use and install. But there is a couple things I want to show you first. First of all, when you install the theme, you're going to have a testimonial area. You can customize the call to action. If this looks a little different to you, it's because the developer is still making changes to perfect the theme, and this is an example of what the theme originally looked like. It's one of his demo sites, bostonplasticsurgeons.com. You can see that the call to action was a little different. The header 1, 2, and 3 text was not there. It was images instead. The YouTube video, it was a little smaller, and it was originally on the left hand side. So and also the phone number is on the left, now it's on the right, and it's larger, you can't miss it. So obviously that the developer has been testing constantly, getting himself ready for the release, and every change that he's making is towards the overall benefit of this theme. And actually he was able to rank Boston Plastic Surgeons on the first page of Google, even in the old format. But so let's take a look at it, and see how quickly we can go from this to making it our own. And I'm certainly no expert, so if I can do it and be happy with the result, you're going to be the same way. The only thing I did in advance is I created a logo, because I knew I would be replacing that one, and I also created a image in the middle to replace the default. So let's go through. The RAS theme and plugin are right next to each other. We will start with the theme and go through the options one by one. My site is going to be about Pleasanton DUI attorneys, and our keywords, just to fill something in here. Let's do DUI attorneys, Pleasanton DUI lawyers, and our description would be something like find an affordable DUI lawyer in Pleasanton, California if you have been arrested for drunk driving. I don't know, something like that. And then I'm going to save the changes and proceed to the logo, which again I've already created. It's DUI Lawyers 2. It's going to show a little preview here. Alt text, so I'm just going to use logo for now. The header image, again, that's the main image, the large image that you saw earlier. The one I created, the file size must be like 200 kilobytes. It's way too big, but that's something that I would have worked with if I was really creating a site right now instead of just a demo. But it gives you the recommended size. In this case, it's recommending 660 pixels by 410. What I've found is, as long as you don't exceed the suggested height, you should be fine. So in other words, if you have a logo that's 560 by 410, you'll be just fine. But I think that if you exceed the height, part of your logo might get cut off. So let's upload the next image, DUI body, and you're going to see how slowly it comes up here. And while that's happening, I'm going to enter the alt text, DUI lawyers. All I did was grab some royalty-free images, as you can see, and you got guys in suits, so that goes with the whole lawyer and attorney image. So we're going to save the changes. Social media is integrated with the site, which with the theme, which is really important these days. And Rent-A-Serp has given you, I've counted them out before this, 14 different social networks where you can place your links if you have them. I didn't want to use my actual links, so what I've done is I've gone in and grabbed some random Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and I'm just going to enter them here. There's my YouTube channel, and finally a Twitter page, just to show you how that will change the theme, or how it will affect the theme, if at all. Save changes. The call to action header right now is free estimate. I'm happy with that. So let's move on to the email recipient. This is your email, because this is going to be where all of every time somebody fills out this form, you're going to get an email at the address specified here, which includes the lead information, the full name, the lead's email address, and the lead's phone number. They'll either do that if they're interested, or they'll call this number directly. So it is important to put fill in the recipient address. Subject title really is up to you. Something that I guess would grab your attention so you don't overlook it. Pleasanton DUI lead, maybe. I mean, you're the only one who's going to see this, so it really doesn't matter. I don't have a phone number, so I'm going to leave that as the default. And the submit button text, request it now, is perfectly fine. So let's move on to the center info. And this is the header 1, paragraph 1, header 2, paragraph 2, and header 3, paragraph 3, which you see right in the middle. Header information, again, you're basically summarizing your business or service. What is it that you provide? If you're a DUI attorney, you might talk about how you can help someone who's been arrested for drunk driving, and how you might be able to help them, get out of paying a fortune and getting punished for the next 3 years. I've never really had a DUI, but I've heard that the punishment is pretty severe where I live, so something that will make grab the person's. This is one of the main things that they're going to be looking at if they decide to call your site or call your number or fill out the call to action. You're going to need to make use of these headers, and below that, a nice attractive field for testimonials, which we'll get to. So I'm going to leave those alone and move to the testimonials, where I have a couple made up placeholder testimonials that I'm just going to copy paste. We'll use John and Jane Doe, John Doe and Jane Doe, and save changes. The YouTube video is going to be something related to DUI attorneys or DUI lawyers. As you can see, all the results here are obviously people advertising, doing local SEO. You got Boulder, Phoenix, Salt Lake City. So the idea is with Rent-A-Serp, you're going to have an advantage over all these folks. Let's grab the Boulder video. I'm just going to get the link and move out. Looks like they did a whiteboard animation. Simple as that. Copy paste the link. Copyright is going to be your information. The Silo 2.0. One of the reasons I pulled up the developer's sample page is because in order to implement the silo here, I would have had to I would have needed some pages, which I don't really want to waste your time and fill out an entire page. So Instead, I will show you how it would work if I had additional pages on the site. First of all, the link would be at the bottom here, next page silo URL. And when you click that, you're going to the next page of the silo. In this case, as you can see, it was almost invisible in the original version of Rent-A-Serp, so I'm glad he changed that. But anyways, when you click that link, it goes to something very, very similar, but it's basically a service within plastic surgeons in another city. Well, actually, this is the same city, but if you go to the next silo, you're at New York, and if you keep going, you're looking at Botox in Boston. So the idea behind this is what Silo 2.0 is. Basically the new and improved silo structure, which really, really, really helps your site rank on Google. You'd be amazed. On-page SEO is huge right now, and Rent-A-Serp was developed with on-page SEO in mind. So if you want to take the full advantage of Rent-A-Serp, you should really create maybe five silo pages and just simply enter the URL for each silo page, and it will link kind of in the whole, page 1 to page 2, page 3, and Google likes to see that relationship between each silo page, so that's going to help you rank, and Rent-A-Serp makes that incredibly easy to do. Finally, the thank you page. I also didn't create one of these, so what we could do is just get a sample thank you page just to show you how it would work. Thank you web page. There you go. Let's use Aweber. Looks like click here to view the full thank you page. I'm going to grab the link, paste it. It's an image file. Normally, obviously, you're going to have an HTML or PHP URL, but let's see if this does it, just to kind of show you what we've created and how it would work. Here it is, Pleasanton DUI Lawyers. We've made it our own. Our logo, our main body image. Oh, here is the social links that I've added, conveniently placed in the top right. Here's the testimonials. I put 2 of them in there, and then here's the YouTube video. I think
have you been charged or arrested?
I think the placement of this YouTube, everything just comes together perfectly. I mean, this is really a professional layout. It would have loaded incredibly quick, if not for the file size of this image, which is my own fault, has nothing to do with the theme. I mean, this is really an SEO optimized WordPress theme for when you're creating. What I said in my review video is that when you're doing local SEO and making local business sites, you need to create a lot of them because you want to make a lot of deals. So you can't be wasting your time, even spending 1 hour on a single site. As crazy as that sounds, doesn't sound like a lot of time, but you don't want to be spending an hour when you could be spending 10 minutes to make 20 sites. You want to be spending most of your time getting the deals, not making the site. You should expect that you're going to have a professional layout like this one that's ready to rank, ready to rent, in as little time as possible. It's all about getting the most of out of your time, and this theme is the best out there right now for local SEO, for that reason among others. But obviously I'm not here to give you a review. There is one last thing that I do want to show you before I go. We didn't look at the plugin yet. The plugin is simply all right, let's say I'm ranking #1 for Pleasanton DUI lawyers right now, and I've approached the guy who's ranking #8, and this is his site. Now, he would love to have that #1 position because obviously he's going to get a lot more leads than he does now. But he really likes his website, even though I've created this, you know, pretty professional and attractive website too. Some people just like their own, you know, they've put in the work to create this site. They're proud of it. He doesn't want to change it. He wants that position in the search results, but he also wants to keep his site. That is no problem. All we would do in that case is take his link, place it in the plugin URL, and it tells you what's going to happen right here. This will rent out the entire site. If you enter URL on specific page, it will override. So basically you are overriding this website with this website without sacrificing your #1 position in the search results. So once we save the options, it's going to be basically, I'm going to refresh and you're going to see this. And this is, again, something where, there it is. This is, again, something where normally you would have to find and install another plugin to do the same thing. You really don't need to install additional plugins with Rent-A-Serp because everything that you need is included in the theme and the plugin. So that's about it. In closing, I'll mention that if this WordPress theme is something that you think would help you with your business, I've got an incredible bonus with 25 bonuses that really tie into local SEO, and I'm told that it's over $1,000 in value. I haven't actually added up the value of each bonus myself, but that's what I'm hearing. So all you have to do is go to Rent-A-Serp and purchase through that site, read the instructions, and I will hook you up with 26 awesome bonuses that can really help drive your business. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great week.